It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Al, we're getting a little feedback.
A little?
Well, yeah, there we go. I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. All right. All right, 210-308-8867, or better yet, come on by Milberger's. There's so many folks here, all having a great time. We just to our left, there were some people taking pictures by the pumpkin patch, and look. So we want to...
we have the terror train coming up.
Here comes terror train. Let's see if it honks. There it is. Oh, here, we'll have to mic it a little bit for next time so you can hear it. But, yeah, it's a lot of fun. The kids are really enjoying it. And then next Saturday is the big spooktacular with popcorn, and they've got face painting and balloon animals and all kinds of fun.
I saw they got the popcorn machine out of storage
you helped
just
them.
now.
You helped them to get it inside.
I'm hoping for some free samples later on with my help.
All right. Well, 210-308-8867. So I think this cedar elm is going to be completely defoliated by the time we end the show today.
No. There'll be some residual.
It's enjoying the wind, though. It's a beautiful day here at Milberger's.
It's a lovely day.
Yep.
I was driving up 281 with the windows down.
Yay! All
cheering folks to roll down all their windows.
Yeah. Say, roll down your windows and spend money. Is that what you're doing?
Well, no, I didn't say that. I only say that when the train comes by.
Oh, okay.
Says, hey, kids, have your parents spend lots of money.
Yeah. It's all part of the scary Halloween. All right, 210-308.
I thought I liked it better. It's all part of the holiday spirit.
Yes, there you go.
Yes, it is.
All right, so now you've heard me talk about this, so I think now's a good time. Are you ready?
Is this the cantaloupe that was
never famous honeydew? Look at that.
Honeydew. It looks good.
Does it look good?
Okay, smell it. Smell the little. Yeah.
It kind of smells sweet. You want to sniff it?
Yeah.
You smell better than I do. At least that's what you tell me. What do you think?
Got a little fragrance, yeah.
Got a little fragrance. Should we cut it open?
Yeah. Well, this is live radio.
Yeah. All right. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna cut it open.
All right.
And I'll give you some.
Oh. Well, that blade had a little sheath to it, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was very fancy.
All right. Just slice it in.
Now, what are you doing?
What? How do I cut it?
Lengthways.
Oh, cut it length. Okay, like this.
Yeah.
I didn't know. See, that's why I bought it. All right. I'll be cutting my world-famous honeydew. This is Howard the honeydew. And let's see how we do. All right, y'all talk.
Well, I'm scared about the way you're using that knife.
Oh, okay. You want to cut it?
No. Well, I could, but...
Okay, what am I doing?
You're doing my... Be more direct with that knife. Be assertive. Yes.
Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now it's going in. No?
No, you're doing very fine. I'm just going radio host, and there we go. That's why.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
All right.
Get all the way around?
Yeah. Okay, what now?
Did you cut through? Huh?
He cut through it, but I'm not quite sure.
Okay, Mark. Oh, there we go.
Turn it.
Oh, twisted. Okay.
Turn it.
All right.
Now, what are you going to do with that?
Okay, I'm going to save this to bring home. Let's cut this guy up.
Okay, so that's why you have the plastic bag.
Take this half up.
Oh yeah, now I get all the dirty stuff.
I'm sorry. Well, I can do it, but it just seems to scare you when I do it.
No, I have to have another bowl here or bag.
Plate.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
All right,
I'm happy to have it further down the line.
Yeah.
Okay. 210-308-8867. Calvin, while he's cutting.
You know who's going to like those seeds?
Who?
Our
These grackle fronts here.
Yeah, they're so bold and hungry right now.
I'm guessing, so if you didn't, besides feeding them to the grackles, would you just save them for the next season? Because I think it's too late to plant them now. There's no fall.
I think you're going to have to do what we talked about tomato seeds.
Okay.
Kinda lay 'em out,
dry them.
dry 'em
Okay.
up. All right. Well, guys, you may get a little seed in here.
That's
but
okay. Yeah. All right. So, Calvin, talk about gardening. What should we be doing? Oh, talk about the dianthus.
Oh, well, we were just noticing all the butterflies on the dianthus. And last year, about this time of the year, too, they suddenly they became the most popular of the nectar plants. And they certainly, so far today, are. Although there's butterflies and everything.
That looks good.
And
yeah, there are a lot of butterflies here.
We were talking to, mentioned to Mary, asked her if she'd noticed Gulf fritillary caterpillars on her passion vine in there, in the certified butterfly garden.
Yeah.
So that was another.
So are they migrating?
Addition.
Are they migrating through, or they kind of just stay here?
No, they just hang around.
Okay.
Right.
But they only lay their eggs on passion vine related plants.
Oh, okay.
But they're.
You gonna take one?
Yeah, I'm going to take one.
They look a lot like the monarchs. They have that orange color. And,
There you go.
So
Okay.
are attractive and real common around here. And if you want them, all you got to do is
All right.
grow
Milton
one
did
of
a
the
very good
passion
job.
vines.
Yeah, this ain't bad.
As I say, honeydew always gets a bad reputation, but a nice ripe honeydew is very tasty.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yep. It is. It's not too bad. All right. Well, you know, when you only grow 2 fruit.
It's pretty good for an amateur.
Thank you. Well, I'm getting better. It's just Howard
So
is my first one.
So is this seed you collected, or did you get it from
I got
the
it from
packet?
no, I got it from another honeydew.
Oh.
Ate the honeydew, collected a seed. None of them came up except Howard. Howard said, "Okay, I'll try it." All right.
I had to. Yesterday, I purchased some BT because I noticed that I had the caterpillars, cabbage loopers on my cabbage, and on some the Brussels sprouts, and so I had to make a quick spray last night. Because if you don't, they'll move pretty quick.
He who delays really loses all their vegetables. Yeah. And that's where I was yesterday, by the way. I wasn't getting coffee. I was making sure we had adequate supplies of BT.
Oh, okay.
So we have 2 different products that has BT in it. One of them's called Dipel Dust, and the other is Monterey.
Yeah.
Both excellent products.
I did. I got the Monterey, and so because I like the spray.
Yeah.
Program.
The Monterey's in spray, and the Dipel is in a kind of a dust, and I don't think the dust covers adequately. So that's why, I would recommend the spray as well.
And then another thing I got was some grass begone.
Ooh.
The thing about the grass begone is that not only do you spray it on that Bermuda grass that's invading the garden, but you can spray it in the vegetable garden.
Yeah.
It's the active ingredient is compatible with the use in a vegetable garden, so that makes it real convenient to use. Let's see another product, Post. Post is the other anti-grass or the grass killer that has an active ingredient that is labeled for the vegetable garden as well. So sometimes we forget that's a possibility. Most of the grass grass killers are not labeled for the vegetable garden, but that merely makes it convenient if you can go ahead and spray, because if you're with the drought and the hot weather, if you're watering your vegetable garden,
guess what shows up?
Bermuda is like traveling cross country to
yeah.
get access in there. And the Bermuda will be decline in a couple months, but until it does, I mean, it uses a lot of the water and nutrients in your garden, and really gets in the way of your producing good crops in the vegetable garden. So that was part of it. Part of one of the things that you could do. The other, now I don't think, Mark, that there's any of the what is a grass-like weed that
what don't we have? Okay, well, let's go through it.
It's a bulb, a vine, a bulb. A grassy bulb.
So the nutsedge?
Nutsedge.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think any of the sedges you can use in the vegetable garden. But you can.
No, I agree. You may have to read that label, but that sedgehammer, I do not think you can use. But
now, you can use that sedgehammer in the rose bed or in the ornamentals. Yeah. And boy, does that stuff work well.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're really.
Oh, yeah.
You're really high on it.
Yeah, it was just amazing. You spray that active growing sedge, and then in 3 weeks, the tops have declined and it's gone. It's amazing. It's kind of a strange product, though. You buy a little packet, not inexpensive. I think it's about $30 for the packet, and you can make a few gallons of the spray. Yeah, but you can't store the spray.
Right, you got to use it all up.
And but it works well. It works very well, and it'll tackle the young sedge, nut sedge, but it also tackle that some of that stuff can be a foot, 14 inches tall, and but the sedgehammer does well on it. Now the other nutsedge product. We've got that here too.
Manage.
Well, that's what it used to be.
Oh,
I can't think of that.
We don't.
Name, but but you can't use that in the as many ornamental or perennial situations as you can the sedgehammer. Yeah. So again, what Mark mentioned, read the label. Always a good idea to read the label on those.
So Milton,
products.
Yeah, you had Image and Manage,
right?
And one of them became Sedgehammer.
Well, that's right.
But I can't remember which one.
Manage. Image is still there.
Oh, it's still the name for that product.
Did one of them go away?
I think it's just reformulated,
repackages,
renamed. So it hangs around.
Okay.
I know we can go way off on tangents on this, and I think
no tangents today. All right, cool. So that's 210-308-8867 is our number. I know we don't have it, so I'm hesitant to talk about it, but what was it that MSMA was supposed to, what did that get rid of? Was that also Bermuda?
MSMA. That killed just about anything.
Oh, really?
And it did, if misapplied. Now, it was primarily for Johnson grass and Bermuda grass, particularly along edges. And fence edges, borders, things like that. But there was a temperature problem with that one. And if misused, it could kill trees and shrubs as well as vines. So I always had to watch the MSMA. But it was very, very effective.
Yeah, I know y'all were kind of disappointed when it went off the market.
A little dab would do you.
Is that right?
That was part of the problem.
Oh, okay. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. So the honeydew passed the test?
I'm sorry?
The honeydew passed the test?
It
was good.
Good.
I cut it in nice slices so that in case we didn't like it. Now I got some bigger ones over here.
Yeah, no, we'll have to eat those too.
Okay.
and then we'll be done with it. But yeah.
Or maybe we get some of the staff to eat some.
Oh, that'd be nice. I can bring it into the other room. That's a good idea. Let's do that.
I'll cut that during
All right.
During the break.
I'll let you. Okay. So, what else should people be doing in the garden now? Yes.
It's amazing that we've got the pansies, the violas, and the
I was going to say I was really happy with the violas.
Cyclamen?
I went and looked at
Cyclamen.
cyclamen.
They're a little early, and in fact, some of the staff we had a little discussion yesterday about should they be recommending that people plant them right away, or
I would never plant them before November 1st.
Okay.
Well, I went ahead and
I said, but they're early, so hey. And they were looking gorgeous. I mean, really gorgeous. They were bigger than I would have expected, and they look very healthy.
I went ahead and started the planting. I bought a bunch of the violas and the pansies, and of course the cyclamen.
So, what did you get on your interest rate for your second mortgage when you buy them?
Yeah, who'd you work with? We'll get them on the air.
It's better if I don't check.
Oh, okay.
I just let the accountant pay it, and as long as I can afford it, I keep getting cyclamen.
The folks at So-and-so Bank want you to have a beautiful yard. That's why with the new cyclamen interest.
A new special.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? That we've got 2 lengths of table, about 80 foot total. And they're red, the purple, the white, and the pink. Oh, gosh, they're just the colors are so intense.
Those first 3 are Calvin and I's favorite colors.
Then the other thing we kind of overlook the leaves, but the leaves are waxy, and they have these patterns on there. Now we protect them from the cold because we want to. If the flowers get killed by the freeze, it takes a long time. The flowers come back, but a lot of gardens also appreciate the fact that they get those attractive leaves with it, but you hate to sacrifice that color. So generally, we recommend that you have some agricultural fabric.
On hand or
ready, because
or nice wax paper.
Oh, okay.
No.
Basically, all you for years. We've relied on just putting the fabric over the top and weighting it down on the ends of the beds, and they've done very well in protecting it. They are not quite as cold tolerant as pansies. Pansies, they're pretty invincible in the cold, but they're pretty close. And the other one is the primula, which hasn't showed up yet, but should be here.
Yeah,
in a week or so.
It's getting near that season.
You know, that's interesting that Calvin mentions the pattern on the leaves of the cyclamen. Its earliest history is used as an indoor plant, as a gift plant during Christmas time. So you can see that it had double interest, its flower as well as its petals.
And if you, back when I don't know what it was, 15 years ago when we started using a lot of cyclamen in our landscapes here in the San Antonio area, we were all looking for ways to keep it alive and survive the summer. It doesn't like heat. But you can, if you put it in Mark reminded us that if you put it in the house, it'll grow in the house, and it takes minimal light.
Yeah, oh, that's good.
So for it to keep blooming. And in fact, my wife started a group of them
across the window.
And we got kind of overwhelmed. It's because they prospered so much, and So that was that worked well, and it was fun to do. But that is an option, and for a lot of years, people have used those.
Do you do them
plants.
just kind of in a window, or so they get some sun, or no?
You want it like a morning sun, but not in the direct morning sun. You want it a little ways.
Yeah. Okay.
A little ways back, a little bit like the our orchids.
Yeah. I was just going to say the African violets.
Yeah. Both of them are about the same in terms of the. They like
what they call indirect bright sunlight.
That's cool.
Oh, okay. There you
go. And whatever that means, or you can use just your common sense on figuring that out. But yeah, that's what they would like.
Well, we got plenty of choices, and they make great decorations. In fact, you run downtown, you'll see them used by the city of San Antonio to
during Christmas time, and
for the tourists and for the city.
Overhead containers or lamp containers. If they have.
Okay. But I've seen them in the boxes, the little barrel-like boxes, like on the street and stuff too. So yeah,
I'm thinking of pansies in the.
Oh, maybe so. Oh, okay.
They overhang.
All right.
Cyclamen wouldn't overhang.
No, would they make a good hanging basket plant?
Which ones?
No, the cyclamen. I would go with the viola and the pansies.
They don't because they're kind of characteristic of upright. They
pyramidal upright.
Yeah, they've worked on them to make them even bolder. Now the.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. While we do, you give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. There's a picture. There's a person with a pup. It looks like they have an Australian Shepherd that needs to have a picture taken in the pumpkin patch. 210-308-8867. The pumpkin patch is here, and we'll remind you that next Saturday and Sunday, Milberger's will be having its big old Halloween celebration, and it's a whole lot of fun. Lots of things going on. And you can check it out by going to milbergernursery.com. But besides the Terror Train, which will be running, the Pumpkin Patch for pictures, the maze, and much, much more, what else will you find? How about all kinds of great events, great things that are happening as part of the event, like face painting and let's see, let me find out for you.
The staff will be dressing up.
Staff will be dressing up. They like that, too, and they're good.
There's some foods.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. Let's see, where are the foods? Okay,
popcorn.
Food.
Yeah, they're getting ready for that now.
That's Calvin and I's favorite, the food part.
Okay, here we go. So we're gonna have the Terror Train, the Monster Maze, the Pumpkin Patch, and come on, computer. All right, well, y'all talk a second. I'll find it in a minute.
Well, we got as usual, we got the certified butterfly garden, too.
Yeah, that's not
what
scary.
What did you find in it? You were looking at it earlier today.
Yeah, I was looked at, and there were several fritillary caterpillars in there. We've been watching for the monarchs, and Milton got a couple of good pictures.
Mm-hmm.
He got the monarchs on the caterpillars on the milkweed, the tropical milkweed, which we'd expect. That's its favorite place. But he also found some caterpillars on the butterfly weed. And that's kind of unusual because the butterfly weed is a good nectar source, but it is the foliage is not generally used as a place to lay their eggs. What you got?
Got a question? Can we ask it on the air? Will you come on the air with us? Oh, it's easy.
Oh, come on. Okay. You just hold it in one hand, hold it in another.
Oh, he's going to... Okay, He's picked a volunteer from the audience.
Yeah, so it looks like his spouse.
Will you come on the air with us and talk about what you got?
Yeah, go ahead. Do the microphone right there.
Yeah.
On the radio.
We're doing a radio show. Come on.
Come on.
Okay.
It's easy.
All right. We'll get. Okay.
I always say we'll get you a little bit later.
Yep. 210-308-8867. You don't have to be on the air. We could have gotten him right then, but okay.
It looked interesting. The flower looked interesting.
Yeah,
so
I wonder what it was.
It was either a vine or it almost looked like a Japanese maple. That was tiny,
really?
Tiny, but it probably wasn't.
No, it looked to me.
Like a vitex?
No, my first reaction was that it was a cat's claw, but I don't think.
I think you're right. See, that's why I thought vine initially.
Yeah.
But yes, evil.
But the cat's claw has spectacular flowers, beautiful flowers. But what a vine to control.
It is extremely aggressive, extremely hard to kill.
Yeah, grows over the top of trees and buildings.
Every winter,
across the lawn.
Across the lawn. Every winter I pray for a freeze just so I can kill or have the cat's claw killed.
Oh. Does it die or just go dormant?
No, it will actually die.
Oh, okay.
But it has to be a good freeze.
Yeah, but mostly it goes dormant.
It mostly goes dormant.
But these freezes that we've had, but the thing about it is it'll kill them back.
It will actually kill a tree.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
But the darn cat's claw recovers so fast and spreads. And in this droughty weather, with that bare, where the grass isn't growing and it's bare soil, the cat's claw just says, all right, perfect. And it just shoots across the lawn. So it's an interest. But it is pretty spectacular when it's blooming. You could, in our neighborhood, you can see it like a block away up in the trees, that big yellow bloom.
Fluorescent yellow.
Yeah. Gosh.
So speaking of scary, we're going to head...
It is pretty scary, yes.
October 25th and 26th, next Saturday and Sunday. Here's what they're going to have. Face painting, popcorn, balloon art, snow cones, and each one of those is just $3.
Snow cones?
A $3 donation. Yeah, I figured out that's what that machine was in there. $3 donation to the American Cancer Society, and that's from 11 to 3 on both days. The employees will be dressed up in costume, and you get to vote on them. And your vote is also an entry in a contest to win a $100 gift certificate. So, our gift card, 210-308. Check out millburgernursery.com for more information, millburgernursery.com. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Yes, sir.
Well, we talked about the applying BT to protect our foliage plants or vegetables this one. But what do we got, Mark? The vegetables have really responded to this cooling weather a little bit.
Yeah.
And so if you want to take advantage of getting some early production, from especially from broccoli and things like that, Swiss chard, kale, you need to get up those transplants in the ground.
Yes, and we have all those. We have 3 different broccoli. We have our favorite, Green Magic, but there's also some other ones out there. So we have a wide variety of transplants.
There's even some spinach.
Yes, even some spinach out there. We have, we had peppers, but I think we've pretty much cleaned those all out. We have some cilantro.
I saw there's at least one ghost pepper out there.
Oh, is there still one? Okay. We have cilantro, lettuce, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, some spinach, some kale.
Chinese cabbage.
Kohlrabi.
Lots of kohlrabi.
And some bok choy.
So
all those are great fall transplants, fall vegetables.
Now, if you
and herbs.
You heard about the spinach. Now you're taking a little chance on the spinach because generally we recommend you wait until November to plant spinach. But we also say things like that about our cyclamen and our pansies. And if the weather cooperates, they'll all grow very well. If it gets hot again, they'll just kind of hang on and won't grow won't start out as fast as we would like them to. But they look so good, it's hard to pass them on.
Well, this is perfect weather for growing vegetables, albeit it could be a little colder. 5 degrees colder, but bright sunny skies, not a cloud in the sky, cool weather.
Well, it's going to be down near 50 tonight.
No, really?
53 or something.
Let's see, I'll go look. I know Al sent it to me, but I can't find it, so. Y'all keep talking.
No, okay. Well, that's, so you're asking us what to be doing. You should be doing. So yesterday we talked a little bit about wildflowers. Past weeks we talked about preparing the bed, getting that compost in the ground or over the lawn or in the beds, pre-fertilization of your bed, and then when the transplants are in the ground, make sure you have side dressing of fertilization, and that winterizer is very good for that.
Let's talk a little bit about that compost. How do they find that, Mark? We don't talk about as much the soil supplies. If they got their pickup truck, they can go pick it up.
They can go pick it up either via some truck. A few places still deliver, so you'll have to call with them.
Well, that place you introduced me to delivered.
Did they deliver? So that was Burning Bush compost and mulch out there off of Leslie towards the Lotus.
And out there on Highway 10 to the east, what is that? That one still delivers too.
What, Gardenville or Soil and Stone?
No.
Oh, Site 1. It's now Site 1?
Highway 10 east.
Oh, 10 east. New Earth.
Yeah, New Earth. They're another one that
So we
delivers.
have lots of places. But traditionally, we put the compost on later in the fall. So now until November, and again in February and March.
We talk about it being, because this is one big compost pile here in the south. So we talk about enriching your soil, your garden bed, your flower garden, with about 2 inches of compost, at least once every couple of years, and incorporate it into the soil. And that really improves the ability of the bed to produce your flowers or your vegetables. The other thing you can do, which is a lot of times a lot easier, is just get the bagged compost too, and then you can kind of open it up and
orient it around. I like my iron rake upside down and just dump it out and then just rake it in to the yard or into the bed. Bed's easy because I just cut the top and just
and here
lift and pour.
At Millburgers, you've got 2 or 3 different choices of compost.
I think at least 3, I think. So that's nice. People in the past used to use soil in the spring over their lawns. We don't do that anymore, but we do recommend compost in the fall and the spring. And when we said a big compost pile, Calvin said that that's largely due to heat and humidity rapidly reduces or decomposes organic matter.
It's not like Mark's, Michigan, where you have a freeze every winter so that the decomposition stops.
And you have a positive net accumulation over the years. Here, just the opposite.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So But that's an important part of successful gardening, is to have that organic material. Now, we a lot of people talk about the nutrients, but the nutrients really aren't the big thing about the organic material or compost. It's the fact that it makes the use of nutrients more efficient, the water more efficient, gas exchange more efficient. It just the overall process becomes much easier, more successful in your gardening if you've got access to organic material. And then the fertilization, again, too, a lot of the vegetables and other things we talk about are plants that to do the best, to prosper, they need access to nutrients. Tomatoes and all those vegetables, kale and broccoli, everything we talked about, those greens, cabbage, if they're going to produce what they're capable of, they need to have some 1959 or even that we've talked about that
the winterizer.
1812.
12, yeah, something like that.
And it's if you price it, if you do what most people do and look at the cost of the nitrogen in a particular product, that winterizer is a pretty good bargain because it gives you access to quite a bit of nitrogen for much less price than even our favorite 1959. But the 1959 is wonderful because you got 50% fast release and 50% slow release, whereas the winterizer is all fast release, which is good for the products that can utilize the nitrogen fat, the lawn, and also a lot of those vegetables we talked about, the greens, will use it pretty quickly. Even tomatoes, our two-season tomatoes are don't utilize the nutrients for over a long period. They need them fast, and they use them fast.
Let's take a quick break. While we do, you give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. More Milberger's Gardening, South Texas, coming up. Live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. And Calvin, I wasn't exactly right. 58. The low today is 58. Low tomorrow is 69. Sorry.
I thought it was 53.
I couldn't read it on the computer.
3 looks like an 8.
Yeah, exactly. And 69.
Maybe it's wishful thinking.
I forgot he went to the University of Texas.
Longhorn fans can. Calvin's number is frequently in the phone in the newspaper, so you can just call him directly. You don't have to. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867, the number to call to be a part of the show. Calvin, you want to talk about what you wrote in your article that people can get?
Yeah, we wrote about the shade trees.
Mm-hmm.
And we spent most of the time talking about the varieties. Mark's got some favorites, and I've got some favorites. Of course, live oak is the one traditionally the favorite. It is very drought tolerant, very attractive. The raises your property values once it grows. Kind of a medium speed of a growth rate, but you do have to watch out for oak wilt. But it's easy to prevent if you paint wounds. But there's a long list. I like Texas red oak because it's pretty a little faster growing, and the shape is almost as attractive as live oak. Mark, your favorite? What? It's Mexican? What?
Yeah, so I like Mexican live oak, and I like Chinquapin oak. Both of those are white oaks.
Okay.
in reference to the oak wilt. But the one that both Calvin and I agree on is, and I didn't come to the table until recently, is the Anaqua.
Oh, okay.
And I really like that Anaqua now. And
Yeah.
I'm finding it in a lot of different places that it's growing. I always assumed that it requires South Texas creeks and rivers.
Okay.
But it's growing all over the place.
Yeah, it's pretty drought tolerant. I've got a couple growing in my yard. The thing about it that really kind of fits in, on the fact that in a lot of neighborhoods the lots are smaller now, and that is a tree that grows to 35 feet or so, so it's relatively large, really dense, evergreen. And the other thing that makes it really positive about it is that it has blooms in the spring, and then it has berries, yellow berries that the birds go nuts for or love. And it's so dense that it looks like it's a haunted tree, with all that cardinal movement and mockingbirds and everything inside of it. But it's not the fastest growing, but it's a really interesting native plant that works well. Then one of those that we quite often recommend if you do have the threat, you want to escape the threat of oak wilt, you want to have a diverse planting, and cedar elm is a good choice.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's big and it grows relatively fast and attractive.
that's our buddy Pat.
That's real nice.
Yeah.
It's a glass.
Grab that mic, and we'll let you close out this hour. Cool? Come on the air with us, or did you want to wait? All right.
Oh, what has he got?
And
That's all Calvin cares about.
And then we didn't send out.
Oh.
This reminds me of a question.
Ah.
So, would you like the other glasses back?
Oh, the little guys.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll bring them back.
We'll bring them back.
Cool.
We'll store them here.
Did you guys eat all yours already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Well, what's going on, sir?
Last week, we were up at Lake Seneca. If you want to open that, that'd be great.
One of the Finger Lakes?
Yeah.
Okay.
The biggest one, and it's right smack dab in the middle. So this is made with Concord and Niagara.
Oh, okay.
You probably need your fingernails just to pop it. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's it.
That's going to pop
There
it
we
right
go.
away.
There you go.
Now,
Thank you.
it's not as thick as it should be for jelly, and if you want to open those.
Yeah.
Good luck, Mark.
So I was coming over here because
hey.
I need help with lantana, and my wife says to me, "What are you going to take them?" I said, I'm going to cut some
That's a
clippings
good-
off
that-
my lantana.
Oh, okay.
That's a good woman.
I know. And she said, well, no, you took them food last time. I said, yeah, I know.
It's okay. You
well,
don't
she
have
said
to
you
bring
can't,
food.
you can't
Sure you
go
can.
over there empty-handed. If you want to open that one, that'd be
All
great.
right. So you just
Okay.
use your thumb for that.
There you go.
Okay.
But this is jelly. Now, it's not quite as thick as jelly should be,
Right.
and that's because
But
I didn't
look-
use as much sugar. I cut the
Oh.
sugar in half. But I think if you taste
Thank
that, and I'll go ahead, try
yeah,
that.
I'm going to do that.
That
Okay,
stuff
good.
is fantastic. You
Okay.
can all
When
taste
you,
it.
when you get a minute, tell us about this
Yeah,
plant.
talk about
Okay, yeah.
lantana.
So I got two problems going on. I got lantana that are. I mean, what's the deal here? Am I all of a sudden not putting enough water on them? And then the other plant, and you can see nothing's happening with that one. I've got 3 like that, and I got about 10 or 12 like this, and they're not. They stopped flowering. They have stopped flowering. All my lantana, I got like 16 out front.
Oh,
So I
wow.
need to understand
Well,
what am I doing wrong?
Well, they are cyclical.
Would you
Yeah,
like
but these
So
are
they go in. Yeah, so you can expect them to bloom and then to have a pause. And,
how long of a pause? 2 months?
Well, I suspect they reacted a bit to the cooler weather,
Okay.
but I think we'll still have some time to have them.
Have you tried that jelly yet?
Yes, I have.
That's
it's
good, yeah.
delicious.
Now, is there any? Generally, we don't get a response from underwatering.
Okay.
Any chance this is getting too much water?
See, that's what I don't know. That's what I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think this is. How old is it? It's been in,
That plant has got to be 3 years old.
okay.
Right.
So it's not going to die from
Yeah.
drought.
As a rule,
Yeah.
No more than twice a month.
Oh, for Lantana?
Yeah.
Oh, they're getting too much water then.
Yeah, well,
They're
that's
getting too much water.
After establishment.
Oh, no. They're getting way too much water. So they should be getting water twice a month?
at the most.
At the most.
Okay, in a typical month, they're getting water 31 times. So
Oh,
there's
wow.
they're too much water. All right. I knew there was something wrong.
That was easy.
All righty. All you got to do now is eat the jelly. I don't have anything else.
So what
Okay.
we're doing on that, why we recommend that is we're basically trying to mimic in a natural situation. So we're figuring, well, you probably get two good rains per month the way we're going, but we haven't been doing that. So I need at least 2, sometimes 3, but certainly no more than that a month. So that's what we're doing. We're just trying to basically mimic what's going on.
All of that is helpful. All of that is helpful.
But also the I think most of the lantanas. I was thinking of in my neighborhood that most of the lantanas are in a bit of a pause. Or they're in a bit of a pause in terms of blooming.
Yeah, so that's what I think. Plus that, the change of weather, change of daylight, all those factors play into it. But do not worry.
No,
So the debate yesterday was normally we like to retain some of the branches and some of the spent flowers for food and shelter. And a young woman had new gold lantana, but it was just triple infested with lace bugs. So it looked horrible. So for aesthetic reasons, yeah, go ahead and cut them right back to the ground. She was worried that if she cut them, it will not. That's mine. It would not come back. And I went, oh no. This is lantana we're talking about.
well,
What do you guys think of the jelly, though?
very good.
Well, I'll stop.
But I think if you quit that excessive watering, this thing will recover pretty quickly.
Yeah. Even this late in the year, I think all of a sudden you'll start seeing light green grow.
That's what I'm going to do. Okay.
All right, cool. Thank you. Thanks, man. Pat, always good. Okay, go get some stuff. Thank you. And we'll bring the little baby jars back.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell your
I
wife.
figured as much, but I was like,
Tell your
Well,
wife
we-
thank you.
yes.
Yeah, I would have.
We appreciate her watching out for us. So,
She's doing. I got to call her now because she wants
Yeah. All right. 210-308-8867 is our number. 210-308-8867. Don't forget, we want you to come on out here next Saturday and Sunday, and you can treat yourself to a whole lot of fun. But it's great for kids at heart.
What do we call this?
It's the Spooktacular, Milberger
Okay.
Spooktacular.
I knew it. I just wanted you to say
Oh, okay. But yeah, we'd love to have you come on out and be a part of the fun. You can go to millburgernursery.com to see the.
pass me a napkin.
Oh, okay. To see the information, yeah,
give him one?
okay. Sorry, 210-308-8867.
Okay.
The number to call right now, or come on out. He's looking at the fall asters. I bet he gets one because they're hard to pass up.
Oh, they are. They're spectacular.
All right.
And they're loaded with bees,
Yeah.
pollinators. But the other thing I noticed that they were attracting butterflies too. But the butterflies were pretty bold, going right in the midst of all the bees that are in there.
But there's probably enough nectar for everyone to share.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back with more of Milberger's Gardening, South Texas.
I've spilled jelly everywhere.
All over the place. Oh, that's not going to help the lantana. Back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Thank you.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 a.m. The Answer. James, give us a call back, 210-308-8867. That was my fault. My internet's doing some wonky things here, so we couldn't throw it to you. 210-308-8867. He had a persimmon tree question. 210
Mexican or Asian?
Oh, he didn't say.
I know.
Japanese.
That's
Japanese persimmon.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So that's good, isn't it?
So call us back, James. All right. Let's see. What else can we talk about gardening wise? We've talked a little bit about the shade trees. Did we finish that up? I want to go online and look up the Inagua. See a picture.
All right. As I try to clear my mouth up for radio.
Okay.
You know what else they call an aqua?
What?
Sandpaper tree.
Aggie toilet paper tree.
Oh man. Okay, I'm looking up sandpaper tree.
All right. So we need to talk a little bit about the CPS Energy Green Shade Rebate, tree rebate. And that's the way I would look it up on your Google. Trying to go to CPS website, kind of difficult to try to find it. So you just Google CPS Energy Green Shade Tree Rebate, and it'll be right there.
Okay.
And then I'll also provide a list of permitted species. There's some talk about adding some species. I don't know if they're appropriate here, but I looked at the list this morning in preparation for the show, and they still have some South Texas species that I don't know. It had ebony on there.
Oh, that you're...
I went, But there are some other species from the Midwest they're talking about putting on there. I didn't see them yet.
Okay.
Now, David Rodriguez, he and I were discussing this, and he did say, keep citrus on there. And I went, okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure.
We have citrus on sale, by the way. Just
there you go. That's just a lead-in for you.
No, I wasn't.
Jump in anytime.
I will.
We have citrus for sale.
So what's the best citrus to get for the purpose of shade and fruit?
How do they justify citrus? Because what is the purpose of the tree?
And behind the building.
The purpose of the rebate is to encourage energy conservation.
Yeah. Well,
and the citrus.
That was a few years ago. I didn't say anything. I wasn't heavily involved with it. I was working more with saws at the time. But, yeah, they wanted citrus on there because that was one of the principles, directives for the AgriLife. And so they wanted to do a lot more home gardening, home farming. And that kind of solved both their issues. And I went, yeah, but it's not shade. It's not a shade tree.
Oh, it doesn't get tall enough, or it's not wide enough?
Well,
both.
Okay.
And also, you spend all the time having to manage. I mean, their citrus are wonderful, and they're great for our landscapes, but you have to spend a lot of time managing them if you're going to get them
to
grow and produce.
Yeah, to answer your original question, you.
Oh, okay.
The tallest ones would probably be the Changsha tangerine.
Okay.
But essentially, they're all approximately the same size, except for the Mexican lime.
And if you can get it, if they get 25 feet tall, you're pretty lucky. I think.
No, as compared to the oaks or the.
Yeah. I'm going 18.
What'd you find out, Pat? Did you get a call? I saw you looking at the fall asters.
I did. My wife doesn't want them. She got me.
Oh, she said no. Okay. Two.
Well-
Take my spoon. You got to keep everything in.
Okay.
Crackers.
Okay.
Jelly. You got a spoon back there, right?
Yeah, we're okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't, yeah.
Yeah.
210. What's that? No. 210-308-8867.
You need
What?
to use
Ah.
You need to use the microphone when you're on the
Oh,
radio.
thank you.
Bill.
Thank you, Calvin. Yeah. Okay. I think Pat's okay.
Radio audience, there's chaos here.
Yeah,
There's
there
chaos.
is chaos. All right. Thank you, sir. Take care. You too. All right. 210-308-8867. You going to ride the train later? No. Pat's not going to ride the train. Do you have a pet? Do you have a pet? Dog, cat?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All righty. Sorry. I guess you shouldn't ask questions you don't know the answers to. All right. So that's some of the trees. Was that the main thoughts on there, maybe?
Well, it's just, no, let's just go through it just real quickly. So, lifetime of the residents for 5 rebates.
Right.
So if you moved into a house and the previous owner used 2
Or renter.
or 5, yeah, there's no more for you. So you have to make sure the CBS will tell you. They will tell you how many rebates have been used for that address. To always go look at the list of permitted species, just like we've been talking about, and the requirements. They have to be planted on certain sides of the house or lot to maximize energy conservation. So you have to look that up. And this is a receipt. You send in the receipt with the application.
Yeah, which you think you can get here. Yeah.
And then they will send you back credit the rebate on your account.
So you get that discounted.
Right.
It's a credit, toward your.
It's $50,
usage,
which is nice.
Yeah.
A nice chunk on your CPS bill. But it's a very simple program.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do
you know people that have gone through it? I'm sure you do.
Well, and it's if you follow the rules, you benefit greatly, and so does the community and the environment. Because you get a great tree, and also you're saving a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can mix and match. They have large shade trees and smaller ornamental trees, like the citrus is going to be on there. So you can mix and match and create a little forest on your own lot.
Yeah.
Well, and it can be They don't require anything that makes it that hurts the wildlife attraction.
No.
So you can, like the Inakwa is a wonderful wildlife tree, and there's a whole list of them, that all the acorn producing trees that will contribute to your the birds and the deer and everything else that's important to you.
And you know what? I'm going to leave this with it. If you look on the website and you have any questions, hey, don't hesitate to call us.
Yeah.
Now we used to have a paper here that summarized the program. Do we still have that?
I don't think we have that here anymore.
Oh, we'll check.
But we'll check on that.
Yeah.
The website's pretty good.
If you can find it.
If you can find it. And that's why I had a couple people say, well, just directly Google it.
Yeah.
And I did. I went, whoa, okay, that was a whole lot easier. Rather than going to the CPS Energy website, you just Google green shade. CPSE green shade tree rebate. And
so you've got the shade, you got the tree in, you're happy as can be.
Yeah. And then you send in the application, and you have the receipt from the bill of purchasing the tree, and then you get your credit.
Okay, I'm going to plant the root flare above the soil. Just above it?
2 inches. We moved from just above it to 2 inches now, because everything sinks.
Oh,
everything sinks in the
world. And we've gotten more and more comfortable with even putting it even higher. As
Yeah. That's what I said. When originally we went at ground, at grade, or slightly above, and that was back in the last century when I was in school. And now you look at the national standards that are talking 1.5 to 2 inches. Whoa. Well, it's because a lot of the trees are grown in mixes, and the mixes, as we've mentioned today, decompose.
Yeah,
and so it sinks, and they just sink by weight naturally. So,
Okay.
But the easy way is twice the size of the container for the width, and then the depth is such that you want the top of the tree, the root collar, to be 2 inches above it.
All right.
So you just remember those twos. They're real easy.
And then how often am I going to water it? I know you've got a thing to make it easy to remember. Go for it.
Yeah, you're leading me on
I
this
know.
one. So that's internationally known mark. Watering routine for establishment is 3-2-1, 3 times a week in the absence of rainfall. 3 times a week. First month, twice a week for the second month. The last month is once a week, so that's 3 months.
Okay.
And Mark and I debate a little bit on that. I'm not always comfortable with that 3 times a week.
Right.
But it becomes more important when you don't have much soil.
Right. So
If there's no reservoir, that you have to add that soil that much to keep the root ball.
It's not a lot of water. We're talking 1 to 2 gallons per caliper per inch. So if you have a 1-inch tree, you're watering with 1 gallon 3 times a week. And if it's shallow soil, well, that's perfect. You're only watering the roots because the root ball, because that's the only place where the roots are. So you're watering that. So it's a little bit of water multiple times a week. That's the concept.
Okay, yeah, that's the idea. Okay, and, people get eager. When should I hear you talking about fertilizing and all that. Probably, how long should I wait before I fertilize a
you
newly
usually
planted
do
tree?
it after a year afterwards.
After a year?
Yeah, you put a little bit of slow-release fertilizer into the hole, a small amount. Half a Campbell soup can. Not a chunky can, a regular Campbell soup can.
You're making it too complicated.
Tomato.
People are going to call in and, I got a tomato soup, but it's kind of chunky. I don't know what.
No, it's Campbell soup, 8 ounce. Putting 4 ounces in. And then you mix that in really well. And then about a year later, whenever the first fall or spring comes, that's when you'll fertilize.
Oh,
again.
okay.
And one of the things I like to take note of is when the tree is actually showing new growth, that indicates that it can utilize nutrients.
Yeah.
If it's not showing new growth, it's just kind of hanging on, then you're not accomplishing anything with with fertilizer.
Yeah, we talk about that with the lawns.
Yeah.
If the lawn is not green, the roots are not going to be actively taking that fertilizer up. So don't do it, or get it well watered so it has broken its summer dormancy and now actively growing.
Just out of curiosity, on the CPS website, do they talk about any figures in terms of what the reduction might be for a properly planted, proper tree in the right place? Do they say 10%, 20%?
Yeah, it's 10. I'm trying to think of the upper end of it. 10 to 18% reduction.
Oh, okay, so nearly 20% possible. Yeah. That's significant. Mm-hmm. That's per month, I guess. So
yeah,
that adds up. Wow.
So and again, it's on the distance from the house, the type of the tree, and the season. The season, and also how much you're going to be saving, and then the type of weather you're experiencing.
Okay.
So the type of tree, how high it is, distance from the house, foliage, what type of foliage it has, whether this is spring, summer, or fall, and then if it's a wet spring or a hot spring or a hot summer.
And you can also can be subtle, but it can be pretty important differences on depending on what the landscape is.
Mhm.
If it's a
Yeah, Milton, you lost him.
slope, or
Okay,
if
there it
it's wide open everywhere.
Right.
So the wind is.
Right, there's a lot of factors. So that's why it's not an even thing. You're going to say 15%.
Okay.
So it's a wide variable.
Yeah, depending.
It's a wide range because of the multiple variables.
But it can be significant.
Yeah.
Okay. 210-308-8867 is our number. 210-308-8867. And Mark's got a good suggestion. If there's a tree you've been thinking of, call us and we'll talk with you about it. Maybe it's on the list and you just want to know more about it.
Let's bring one of them up, because we one of the our list is relatively conservative, but there is at least one tree on that list that's pretty bold, and if you want a showy tree, that Mexican sycamore is a great choice because the leaf is large and showy, and then the bark is showy. It grows fast. Mark, tell us a little bit more about that.
You really want to make sure you have a Mexican sycamore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Normally we like all things American, but this is a Mexican. You don't want to get the American sycamore. How do you tell the difference? Well, the leaves of the Mexican sycamore are going to be dark green above and white to silver on the bottom. And when the wind blows, it looks kind of like a quaking aspen to that. It has a whitish to light green bark, smooth, or the bark exfoliates, and you see the smooth bark underneath. Fast grower and very drought tolerant. And one of the reasons it looks good in the August is because it's drought tolerant, but also because it has these hairs on the bottom of the leaf, making it the whitish color. And actually, I should say it has these whitish hairs on the bottom of the leaf, which makes it more drought tolerant.
Okay.
And resistant to lace bugs.
And this is what again? Tell us again.
This is the Mexican sycamore.
Okay.
And don't let anybody tell you that it's not important to have the Mexican versus the American, because all you have to do, both of them grow fast, and all you have to do is pay for taking an American sycamore down. Because they're so fast and
they're
and
susceptible to a hypoxylon, which I talked about in previous years, and drought.
I mean, they're wonderful in other environments, but they don't fit in here.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. While we do, you give us a call, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up, live at Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road. Come visit with us. Be sure to listen on your way here to 9:30 a.m., The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on a pretty South Texas afternoon. Milton Glueck along with Mark Peterson, Dr. Calvin Finch, sitting on the porch with a two-story here at Milberger's, watching the flags, blowing the breeze, which is hitting us too, and it just feels good. So come on out and enjoy it. I saw a family taking pictures out here in the pumpkin patch, and that was great. And the little kids were holding hands and everything. It was really very, very sweet. 210-308-8867 if you want to just give us a call. Hey, we talked about doing the composting. What about some other things that people should be doing now that it's fall? So I know aeration is one thing we talked about last month. Is that still good or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's easier to do in the spring, but
okay.
Yeah.
But it almost never hurts.
Yeah, that's what I say. Is you should do it every other year. Either in the spring or fall.
Why is the spring easier?
Well, because
is the soil different?
Because just before the plant's going to start, the grass is going to start growing, and quite often your
soil
has got a little moisture in it.
It usually has moisture, and activity growing.
I remember moisture.
Yeah, I heard about it. I heard rumors of it.
The old timers used to talk about it.
But it should be done. Now, it always should be done by someone who has some experience in aeration. Either somebody who has done it before or has been trained.
Calvin has never invited me back.
Well,
is there a film about? Is there video on this
Somewhere. I don't know if there's
I may
video.
have it.
But the look on Calvin's face was great as I headed right toward his
Well,
irrigation
the look on your
system.
faces was fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, but it was kind of one of those. Should I run or should I stay and try to help?
Yeah.
Because he may get electrocuted, or we may be able to help him escape. So
one of the rules is to flag all your heads.
Okay.
It's kind of you get a general idea of where the lines are running.
and it's not hard to. Well, if you're not familiar with the getting the aerator to it's just one of those things where you just release the pressure and it stops.
It is a what do we call that? Self-motorized? No, that's not the word.
But
self-propelled.
Self-propelled.
Yeah,
So,
the natural reaction is to
push.
fight it.
Yeah, fight it. But no, you just let it go.
You don't win if you fight it.
No, obviously not.
Yeah.
So where do you get aerators? Just
So
like rental
some of the rental places, the larger rental places, will have them.
Yeah, a few of the Home Depots and those kind of stores have them. And then some of the smaller ones, almost everybody used to have them, but there's a lot less.
There used to be a Blanco Rentals and a couple other ones around town, but you have to do a little searching for them.
Quite often it's easier to let a professional do it. And,
A professional.
I mean, Mark was teasing.
Why is he looking at me?
Part of it, but they'll do the aeration and then they'll follow up with the compost.
Which is very important. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going to aerate,
so you aerate, you open up these holes. And you want the compost to go into the open holes.
Yeah, and one of the most important things you accomplish is that you reduce the compaction of the soil, and you talk about making the soil more efficient and the plants grow better. That really contributes to that. So that it's certainly worth it to do every couple of years.
More times than I have fingers and toes. Over the years, people ask me, what's wrong with my yard? What's wrong with my lawn? And then I go through the checklist. And one of those things is, have you added compost? Have you aerified? And the answer usually comes back, no. And I'm going, well, but we fertilize. I'm saying, have you aerified and added compost?
And how often do you park your car there on?
That's another one. Or the kids run it. Those kids, dogs, they do have they can compact our soil very easily.
All right. So aeration, compost. Can you think of some other tasks that people should be doing now? It's a nice day to get out there and do stuff.
Well, this is the prime time to do some actual planting too. It's not all. You want to get that preparation and get in action. You want to plant some of those transplants we talked about for the vegetables, the seeds. They can all be the lettuce, the carrots, beets. All those can be planted. The sweet peas, and then of course you want to get all that done because You're also moving into those winter annuals, which are spectacular and will need some attention to get those in place.
What about? I'm going to jump back to that in a second, but y'all mentioned yesterday the wildflower seeds, getting those in. You mentioned areas maybe where the grass has died yesterday, Calvin. Do people just ever literally just throw them out all over the yard and so that they'll have them come up, or do they do like we did, or I did anyway, with having a little wildflower meadow?
Well, I think mostly they do the spreading.
Oh, they're just okay. So they're really going.
Yeah, if
okay.
it's,
They're like, as John Thomas said, they're feeding the chickens.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's what wildflowers are all about, and that's they respond, and that's what makes them. They're so easy to plant. That's part of the process and the desirability, and so you just spread it. In the fact, this drought that we've been going through in the heat has made it hard. Well, there's really not much weed cover,
Okay.
and the grass is depleted, so it makes it pretty ideal for spreading the wildflower seed. And the wildflower, almost every packet or every mix of wildflower has some seeds that'll be able to take advantage of this kind of situation. And they always have some seed that takes advantage of a wetter soil, and some that takes heat or takes advantage of cold. And that's one of the neat things about the wildflowers and the mixes, is that you've got the seed in reserve, and you've got the whole supply of seed that has different requirements for it to prosper.
Am I going to know when I'm mowing the yard in the spring which is the wildflower coming up and which is the lawn?
Well, generally, yes.
Okay.
When they are bright flowers on there, that's usually
but before they're bright flowers, they come up in their little green things, just like the grass or the
grass is different from the broadleaf. The wildflowers are almost all broadleaves. Yeah.
So how do I mow the yard without chopping down the
mow?
You don't.
Oh, you want grass as well as the wildflowers.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out where I can put the wildflowers.
Well, you mow for a little while, but you're going to have to sacrifice that. You'll just like. Well, you and I went through that process. Mm-hmm. It can get a little overwhelming. Some of them are, like the fire wheel is pretty aggressive. And
if they get aggressive, I'm okay.
Yeah, so you sacrifice some neatness. It doesn't look like a golf course. When you have wildflowers, there's nice big ones and little ones.
It's nice that Calvin thinks my yard might look like a golf course.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Well, I think of my wife was always more comfortable with a golf course look than a wildflower look. The good news was that we had the neighbors, we had relatives that were, and especially from her side of the family, that were into the wildflowers and into the advantages of wildflowers for attracting wildlife, the birds and everything.
Yeah, see, I think I chopped or mowed down the meadow too soon before it could seed.
Well, that's always a fact. Yeah. That's tough.
That's always an issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an issue for everyone on that.
But I'll get a mix and go find a bare area and that just kind of nothing is kind of stretched out to it yet.
Well, that's kind of what I do is in general, I leave it go, and then as the areas decline or they change to a different kind of flower, then I pick a few that I leave, and then I start mowing other areas and get them under control. Of course, you really haven't, with the weather we've had the last few years. The getting overwhelmed with grass has never been an issue.
Oh, okay. That's a good point.
I usually try to separate the wildflower areas versus the lawn areas.
On the seeds, you mentioned, I think yesterday, I don't remember if it was you or y'all or David or whoever, put the Crawford reseeding lettuce, which we have right here at Millburgers right now in little packets, to put that on just on the soil and don't cover. And then someone kind of jumped in and said, make on the moist soil. So the idea, I think, was to water first and then put it on. So it sank a little bit. Does that sound right?
Oh yeah, that's always
Okay.
always a positive thing to do.
What about for the wildflowers? Same thing?
Same thing.
Okay.
Don't have to do that with the wildflowers, but it's not. It's neat if you could. You can time your application with some kind of rain.
Right.
But with wildflowers, it doesn't have to. The rain doesn't have to come until after you put the seed down, or it can come before the
Okay.
seed.
So a very common way to have kids involved in wildflowers is they create these clay balls that are filled with wildflower seed. And as the rain occurs, the clay dissolves and the seeds go out into the ground.
That's kind of cool.
And so, hence, you don't need to water them. You can rely on natural precipitation.
What was it when I was going to do the sunflower seeds and I threw them out and you said, "Oh, you just fed the birds. That's nice."
Who said that?
You did. you said, "Oh, but I think the grackles."
No,
you said the grackles are going to get them with sunflower seeds.
That's the way I do it too. I just you pick and choose the area where you, especially with the sunflowers, you don't want them to take over your whole yard.
Oh.
So you pick where you want your bed and how large you want your bed. You apply the seeds to that area, and the birds will eat a few, but not. I've never seen them eat all of them.
Maybe you even said squirrels or something.
Well,
there was something that you said I was just basically fed, but sounds like I did it right.
Yeah,
it was when we had the rain. Remember that about a month ago? So I threw them out.
What is that?
No, I don't. Yeah, I certainly don't remember any rain.
But yeah, so I threw it out right before the rain where there were some. But okay, so that's that on the wildflower, and then your suggestion is to get a mix specifically for this area.
Oh yeah, I think that's all.
Because I see you can get wildflower mixes like at Walmart, but I don't know that that's for San Antonio.
Well, look at it. You can look at it, and usually they identify the geography. But the classic ones are the pollinator and the butterfly mixes.
Okay.
And then the one that we've used for years is the Oklahoma-Texas mix. That has always worked. But of course, Mark and I go back to our three participating. Internet wild seed suppliers, Douglas King Seed Company, Native American Seed, and Wildflower.
Wild Seed Farms. You were here.
I keep saying it wrong yesterday. Wild Seed Farm.
Yeah.
And I kept going wildflowers.
Yeah, and Millburgers has the packets too. So
yeah, little one. They've got the small. We used to have a much larger.
So a couple of weeks ago, I went and looked on the racks, and I found blue bonnet seeds, zinnia seeds, a pollinator mix. But we used to have a few more.
Yeah, we used to have the Oklahoma, Texas mix, and we'd have bigger packages.
Yeah, I like the from who's in Junction? Native American. I like the Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma mix that Calvin mentioned. I also like the Comanche mix.
Ah, that's interesting.
That's also a good one. But they also have shady mixes,
Ooh.
as well as shady grass mixes. I mean, they have a wonderful offering.
All right, we need to take a quick break.
And they're fast, and the prices aren't bad, and the seeds work.
210-308-8867, 8867. More of Milberger's Gardening, South Texas, coming up. Live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, 210-308-8867. Let's talk about some of the beautiful annual color we have here. You talked earlier about the cyclamen. Did we talk about the dianthus and the stuff, the stalks?
We talked about the dianthus because of the
butterflies.
Butterflies. We didn't mention the stalks or snapdragons much, but the stalks are wonderful because of the fragrance and the intense colors.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to pick two fragrant producing flowers in the wintertime, you'd probably pick the stalks and the sweet peas. They're both wonderful, make great cut flowers. And we've got seeds, sweet pea seeds, and there's several different colors and sizes. And then of course, we've got several different sizes of stalks here, too. Are they on sale?
Yeah, I was going to bring up the sale items to see on the ones that we're talking about. Which ones are on sale? Pansies are on sale.
Dianthus, I think.
Stocks are on sale.
Oh, good.
For $5 in the 4-inch pot. Let's see. Violas are on sale in the 4-inch pot. 4 for $5.
And you can't beat the violas for those small containers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Full sun.
Okay, full sun.
Wherever you had moss roses, that's what I spent this morning replacing some of the moss roses with the violas.
Is moss rose an annual?
Yep.
Okay, what am I? Is there a blank rose that's a perennial? No.
Roses?
No. I just meant something like because they're across the street here. They were growing wild in the thing. I guess they put down seed. No.
I'm not sure. You can't think of what it would be.
So they're all purslines.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and so you have a portulaca, moss rose, purslane.
Yeah,
So they're all in that family. So there's some wild purslane too.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I just meant, how did it come back?
Oh,
If it wasn't perennial, I guess it seeded itself. Yeah, that's what I thought.
And it's an amazing because if you have containers, the wild purslane is going to find its place in them. The birds, I guess, may deliver the seed or just. In fact, the birds are attracted to that wild purslane. I guess they get some moisture from it and some nutrition from it, and they like to collect the seed, and they also like to collect the seed from the moss roses too.
Yeah, purslane's tough.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, that
drives you crazy trying to keep it.
Oh,
you're thinking of the ones for the bloom domestic?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe, yeah. It put it in a container that had the whatchamadoodle in it. Doggone it, the begonia that had died, and it just took over. Despite the fact the cats sat on it, despite the fact that nothing could keep it from being.
I've got a bit of a decision to make too, because I've got all those. The flowers that I bought to replace my begonias, my whopper begonias, and of course I don't want to discard the whoppers. So what I'm going to do is move them to temporary containers, and then and then I'll try to keep them alive over the winter, and then I'll use the cyclamen to be the main attraction for the winter in the shade, the winter color.
Got a couple,
but without giving up the begonias.
Got a couple questions here, so let's go to Bert on the line. Chalmette, Bert. at 210-308-8867 while I find the picture that Carmelo sent. Okay, what's going on, Bert?
Hey, greetings, y'all. Happy Sunday. A nice, beautiful one at that.
Isn't it that? Yeah, it is.
Just a couple of questions. But as for purslane, it is edible. It can be used as a cover crop, and it tastes lemony. It kind of reminds me of sorrel.
Yeah, so I was just looking up because I said, Mark, you made an error. They're all portulacas, and porcelain, moss rose. They're wild purslane and flowering purslane. They're all portulacas and on that. And so yes, right here, right in front of me, Bert. It's like nutritious weed, quote air quotes, rich in omega-3 fatty acids. So just like fish.
Remember what I said?
Vitamin C, and it tastes like a lemony. Yes.
Yes, I learned I taught survival when I was in the Army for a couple of forces. So that was my big thing. The essay. It's like I told everybody, just become vegetarians because you don't have time to set no traps if you're escaping and evading.
Yeah.
Period. That was just a commonsensical thing. Now I have a question for two questions. A winter vine that I can use as a living windbreak. Is there any such thing in it, critter, in this AO area of operation, our zone? I mean,
a wind. Well, a lot of the evergreens are good windbreaks. Are you? Is there a reason why you wouldn't consider hollies or viburnums or?
Yeah, it's not my property, and it's a walkway from my front door to. It's like a breezeway to the garage door, and it's enclosed. It's not enclosed on the north side, and it's about 13 feet long. So they only have some ground cover, and I was just thinking, okay, I'll put a little trellis, and I'll have a living windbreak if that. But if they have any vines that, like you said, evergreen vines, I'll have to look that up.
So he's looking for vines, and I'm like, well, evergreen. Usually, if it's a sturdy trellis, and I emphasize sturdy, we do a Confederate jasmine or star jasmine.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's got
even butterfly weed might. Oh,
that was my second one. Yeah.
Oh, crossvine too.
Yeah.
That gets pretty thick.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Great. Next question that I have is about, you were talking compost. I'm real good into that. And but as a mulch, I've been looking into living cover crops as mulches. I want one that I was fascinated with was called Phacelia. I don't know if it grows here. They didn't give any information, but I love the purple flower.
What is it?
Yeah. What was it?
Phacelia.
Basilia, VA.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's on Evergreen Seniors. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Is there another name for it?
No, not that I see it. Just I'm trying to spell. I'm looking to spell it correctly scientifically. Living mulch.
I think it's South African, maybe, possibly.
Well, I don't know. They didn't give the information there, so I'll just have to look it up online. And I just thought you might know.
Traditionally,
hey, look, if y'all didn't hear about it, it probably don't grow here.
Traditionally. Something called hairy vetch. We're probably a little warm for clover, but that's often used. Dutch clover, white clover.
And it's spelled, Mark, here you go. It's spelled Phacelia. That's all they gave.
You want to do it again? Milton's at the ready.
TH.
L.
Hey. Let's see. Hold on a second.
You do it, bud. You spell it.
Phacelia. Phacelia. That's all I get, because I'm pretty good at Latin.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not one of the ones that we are familiar with.
No, I'm not saying it. I didn't do it right, but email me. I can email the guys, and they'll get it.
So so those were the ones, and then we had somebody out in the Medina area, and I could see your face, but I can't remember your name. Ask about this one rapidly growing weed, and it can be considered a cover crop. It's doveweed, and once you see it, you know it. I had a little trouble.
That may be the same thing, but prostrate pigweed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also,
it's different, but that's another one.
That one that's quite attractive, and it's nutritious.
Yeah, Bert, will you email me the name, and I'll kind of send it to the guys?
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll look it up. It's at
Okay.
You're still doing plant answers as well?
No, just email me. And then, do you have another question, or can we jump to the next caller? Just Milton.
Yeah, I just got one quick question for Calvin.
Quick like a bunny.
All right. What kind of degree do you need to be a county agent? Is it just general agriculture, or do you specialize? And I'll listen and be quiet. Bye now.
You could be a horticulturist. You could be agriculture major. You could be
range.
You could be a forester.
Okay.
Yeah.
So lots of choices, I think.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines now real quick and see if we can answer her question. Carmelo, I couldn't get I don't know, I didn't see the picture. I'm sorry. So tell us what's happening, and we'll do the best we can. What's going on?
Okay, hi guys. Real quick, I picked up this Feliciana peach tree back in 2018 at the Jam and Jams. And
all right.
It's over the years, now I think it got hurt by the freeze. It developed a crack along the trunk, maybe like 6 inches from the ground up, and it's just splitting. What can I do to save it? The top is, leafy and stuff, but that crack is really worrisome.
Well, okay. So, in case the other guys didn't hear it, I can translate. So, it's a La Feliciana peach that you got from Jam and Jams. And you said it was splitting, or was it leaking like an amber substance?
No, it's splitting. The bark fell off, and it's just developed a split about 8 inches high, tall, long.
Right. So, of course, you were pruning heavily each spring, correct?
No.
Yeah. I'm being somewhat facetious on that. Production, commercial production prunes heavily.
Okay.
And so when you say split, I was just wondering if it was getting to the point where it was developing a natural crack because of all the weight of the branches and leaves.
No, never pruned it, and it's never actually fruited either.
But it had a lot of leaves?
It's leafy. It's like half of it is leafed out, and water it when they start wilting and whatnot. But
well, I would prune it this spring, and we prune. What do we think, Calvin? Pruning the peach in the first week of March.
Well,
February.
Commercially, do it February quite often.
Yeah, but I think that's the best way to stop this crack.
Should I wrap it with anything?
No. Try to make one side more dominant than the other.
And they grow fast and they repair themselves fast. So
right.
You just want to get the cut, to get the stuff off of there and then let it go.
Yeah. So there you go. Is determine which side would be stronger and prune accordingly.
I spray the trunk whenever I can, whenever I'm back there with the hose, So I don't know if that helps or it hurts.
Oh, it helps barely.
It helps. Okay.
But we're more interested in getting the spraying of the trunk with something to prevent gummosis.
We run out of time, sir. All right, we're going to say goodbye for today. Thanks to Al for doing a great job. Thanks to you for listening. We'll see you next week at the Boo Bash here at Millburgers. That's spooktacular. Come on out. There you go. You can hear somebody do that on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.